So welcome back to this channel once again, and here again with another tutorial video on ILE RPG programming. So here I'm going to have this video on creating a module and calling that module from another ILE RPG program. Okay, so here you can see I have created a I've created the source member. So out of the source member, I'll be creating a module only. Okay. So module is basically a non-runnable object. Okay. So which we cannot run, but to run that module, we need to bind that module to some programs. Okay, some ILE programs. So that will be called a bound call. So whenever we are calling a module, so that will be a bound call, bound procedure call. Okay, so in module, so module is basically consist of procedures. Okay, so this is the module where this is a global variable sum, and this is the sub procedure one. This is just a prototype of that. So whenever we are declaring or we are writing any sub procedure, so we are defining the sub procedure prototype, which is consist of the input parameter and the return value. So this is the input parameter and this is the return value for that. So whenever we are writing prototype, so PR is the declaration syntax for that, and this is the name of the sub procedure. So here I am defining the uh, parameters length, okay, and the return value length. So here I defined value keyword, so which is for call by value. So in case I just want that I want to use that by call by reference, I want to use call by reference approach. So I have to remove these value keyword from here, from the input parameter, so that I would be using the call by reference approach. Okay, so here this is the prototype and this is the procedure body where procedure interface is defined inside that. So procedure body is consist of procedure begin and procedure end. Here we can also just write the export thing, so that we can export this outside this module. Okay, so now for example I'm not using that. For example, this is the procedure interface, which is exactly same as the procedure prototype. So in case if any mismatch happens between these two, procedure prototype and procedure input, we will be getting the compilation error. So you can see the definition is same. So here we are taking num1 and num2 as input, and we are returning the sum of num1 plus num2 as using return keyword. Okay, so we are returning sum. So sum is basically 4p0. So as you can see, 4p0 is this one, and we are returning 4p0. Okay, so this is a procedure prototype and procedure body and procedure interface. Now we are calling that procedure, a procedure from here, from the main of this program. So we are just calling sub procedure 1 and passing the value. Okay, so because we use the call by value, so we can pass like this. So in case we can use the variables also, but in case of a reference we cannot pass like this. We have to pass the variable, okay, which contains the value. So basically in that case the address of that parameter value which is passing here, parameter or variable which is passing here, the address of that variable is passed to the called sub procedure. So we are returning the sum, which is the global variable here. We are setting the last indicator on. So here we will be just creating the module using option 15, or we can also use create rpg mod command in case of rpgle. In case of SQL RPGLE, we need to use create SQL RPGI command. So there for creating the programs, even or simple program using 14 option or creating the module, the same command is used, only the difference with the type of object, module or program. So for example, now I'm creating this module here. I'm just setting debug view as star source. Okay, now I can see work object ILE RPG, ILE PGM4. So I can see there is only the module object which is not runnable. I cannot run this, I cannot execute this module object. So I need a program object either, or a service program object, which I can, if there is a service program object, I need to bind that service program to some program. So basically at last I'm needing a program object. Okay, so I just created ILE PGM4A. So this is what I'm saying, that creating a module and calling that module from another ILE RPG program. So here you can see I just use the free C specs here, so I cannot say that I can use the free format here. In case of Colby, I think Colby doesn't supported the free format, so that's why I use the Colby as with C specs. So as you can see, just take 2. So just take 2. So this is the operation Colby, which is used for calling the bound procedures, or you can say the static calls. Okay, and this is the module name. So module name is ILE PGM4. So we need to give it in single quotes. So if we are not providing that in single quotes, we are getting the error saying that this, for example, for this keyword or this variable or this thing is not exist. Okay, so we need to give it in single quotes for call. Okay, now I'm setting the last record indicator to on. This is the simple thing which I'm doing. So I'll be creating the module object for this also, and setting the debug view as source for A. So module object exists for this now because I have created this. Now I have to create the program. So using create PGM, I'll be creating the program ILE PGM4A. Okay, module would be ILE PGM4A. Okay, if I'm now pressing enter by not providing ILE PGM4, because that is a module and which is called from ILE PGM4A, so we are getting the error. Okay, so I'm just showing you the error, that's why I didn't provide that module name. Program this not created, F1, then F10, then shift F6. So here you can see program this not created. Okay, or also here you can see this thing, definition not found for symbol this. So whatever I told you that for this thing the definition is not found, or the symbol would not is not found. So what I'll be doing now, create PGM. So the another module I'll be providing is ILE PGM4. Okay, now provide. So now I have 2 modules. One is ILE PGM4A and another is ILE PGM4. Why I took ILE PGM4? Because I'm calling this module from ILE PGM4A program. Okay, now you can see program this created successfully in library easy class 1. Okay, now I can call this program, just do the strdbg ILE PGM4A. Yes, yes, set the breakpoint at line number 1, then call ILE PGM4A. Okay, so here you can see this is the call B operation, call the bound procedure, that is the module, shift F10 twice to get into this program module. So here we can see that we are passing these 2 values, F10 then shift F10 to get into this procedure body, and we are returning the sum. Okay, so the sum is 15. Return the sum is returned as 15. Okay, I'm displaying that, returning this and set on LR. Okay, so you can see that how we have created the module object for this ILE PGM4. Okay, only the module object for this thing, and then we are creating the module and program object of this ILE PGM4a, and we are binding this ILE PGM4 module to this program. Okay, so that we would be able to call that or compile that program, or we would be able to call that module. So that is a static call, or you can say a bound procedure call, basically. Okay, so this is what I have to cover. I would have to cover in this video, and I have already covered that. So from this video you learned about how you can create a module and how you can write a sub procedure inside that, means simple ILE RPG program. Defining a sub procedure inside that means procedure prototype, procedure body. So procedure body consists of begin and end, and then procedure interface, and then inside that the definitions and the calculation specs. Or then you are calling that sub procedure inside from that your inside of that your module, and then you are calling that module from another ILE RPG program. Okay, so you learn how you can bound your module into some other ILE RPG program, and then you can call that module directly using call view operation. Okay, that is the call bound procedure. So that's all in this video. Thank you and have a nice time.